Welcome to another session of Krazifizix Maths and Science Clinic. You can reach us on www.krazifizix.org.za. info@krazifizix.org.za is where you can send an email to get to us. All right, in this session, we're looking at Mathematics Paper 1. And in this session, we're looking at a prelim paper, KZN September 2016. This is part 1 of the video. So enjoy the paper. Remember, what you do is try as much as possible to do the question and then watch with us as you mark your paper. All right, so let's run through the first part. All right, question 1. Solve for x. What's our question? 2x, 3x minus 5 equals to 0. How do we solve for this? This is 2 marks. This is multiplying. So it is either 2x equals to 0 or 3x minus 5 equals to 0. So x equals to 0 or x equals to 5 over 3. All right, that is done there. So you take the 5 over to the other side. It becomes what? Positive, and then divide both sides by 3. Solve the next one. X squared minus 3x equals to 7. They said round off your answers to 2 decimal places. Once you see this, automatically know you're going to use the quadratic formula. Take the 7 over first. That should be equal to 0. You get a mark for writing that as standard form. All right. Now your A equals to 1, B equals to -3, and C equals to negative what? 7. All right, so what do we do there? X equals to negative B plus or minus B squared minus 4AC over 2A. It is important that every learner gets all the marks in question 1 because this is a 3-year program that we've been doing. Minus -3 plus or minus, what do I have? Square root of -3 squared minus 4. What is my A? 1, and my C is -7 over 2A. What do I have here? If we run to our calculator quickly to get an answer, okay, we're going to move very fast in this session. And what do we have? We have a plus, square root of what? We open a bracket, -3 squared minus 4, and then we have 1 there, and what do we have? -7 over 2. By the way, my A is also 1, so over 2. What's my answer there? 4,54. Remember, 2 decimal places. X equals to 4,54, or I go back to my calculator quickly and change my positive sign to negative here. And my answer is -1,54. -1,54. This 2 is 2 times 1. And then you have your marks again there. Number 3. 2x minus 5 root x equals to 3. All right. Now, what do we do here? Let's change this first. 5x to the power half minus 3 equals to 0. All right. I want us to check something here. I want to do something here. First thing is to check if this is a quadratic. How do I know it's a quadratic? I'm going to use a green ink to explain. Look at my coefficient of x here. It's 2x, exponent 1. Here it is 5x. Okay, I'm actually not going to need my coefficients. What I need is this. All right. If you find the square root of this number and get this, then it becomes a quadratic equation. All right. So what's the square root? Sorry, if you divide this, all right, the whole square root here, either you divide 1 by 2 to get that, or you find the square root of my x there as a whole. What is the square root of x? It is going to give you x to the power what? Half, which is this. All right. So once you get this, once the square root of this x give you that, you can work with it as a quadratic. So automatically we said this is a quadratic equation. All right. So you could have something like this as well. Let me just show you something. You could have something like this: 2x cubed minus 5x 3 over 2 minus 3. It's a quadratic equation as well, because the square root of x cubed, what's the square root of x cubed? It's x cubed multiplied by half. What would that be? X3 over 2. Once that happens, it is a quadratic. Look at the general formula of a quadratic equation. It's ax squared plus bx. What is the square root of x squared? It gives me what? X, because square root of x squared will be x squared multiplied by half. All right, and that gives me what? X, which is that. All right, so having quickly understood that, look at what I'm going to do here. What is my product? 2 times negative 3. All right, and what is that? Negative what? 6. What is my sum? My sum is negative 5. Now, what two things will I multiply to get negative 6? Okay, I have 6 and 1, or I have 2 and 3. But I want a negative 5. All right, I want a negative 5. So if I have 1 minus 6, I'm going to get a negative 5. All right, or negative 2, negative 3. But what is wrong with my factors? Negative 2, negative 3, yes, it would give me 5. But negative 2 times negative 3 would give me a positive value of 6, and I want a negative value. So this is wrong. 1 minus 6 will give me minus 5. 1 times minus 6 will give me negative 6. This is correct now. All right. So this is correct. So what are my factors? 1 and negative 6. So look at what I'm going to do here. I am now going to say 2x minus 6x to the power half minus plus x to the power half minus 3 equals to 0. I have not changed my equation. It is still the same, because 1 minus 6 would give me what? Negative 5. Now pair and then let's factorize. What's common here? 2. All right. Okay, we have 2 common. We have x to the power half common. What is missing? It is x half there. All right, minus 6 divided by 2 would give me what? 3. Plus, there's nothing common here except for the unit number 1. All right, plus 1, x half minus 3 equals to what? 0. Now let's factorize again. What's common? X 1 over 2 minus 3 over 2x half plus 1 equals to 0. So what do we have? Either x to the power half minus 3 equals to 0, which means x to the power half equals to what? 3. All right. And if we do that, what do we need to do here? We need to find a way here now to get our answer. Reciprocate that. X half multiply by 2 over 1, but what you do on that side, you also do here. Half times 2 would give me 1, so x equals to what? 9. Or 2x plus 1 equals to 0. 2x to the power half equals to negative 1. X half equals to negative 1 over 2. All right, now listen here. When you have any exponent, whether positive or negative exponent, you will never get a negative answer. So here is no solution. But I'm going to write that note here. The exponent of a number will never be a negative. All right. Whether you say x, look at this, x to the power negative 2, it will give you 1 over x squared. It is still a positive value. All right, so the exponent of a number will not give you negative. And in that place, I had x half equals to negative half. There's no way I'm going to get an answer. Somebody says, but okay, check, we can do the reciprocal. I want us to try. X half 2, and then you come here and say this, right? Okay, I want us to see, because Elena is saying I can use my calculator to get an answer. X now equals to, this would give you what? 1 over 4, because it is negative half times negative what? Half. Now, if you take this back into this, let's go check. X equals to 1 over 4. So let's see if we are going to get this answer here. Let's see. 1 over 4 half. What does that mean? That means, this actually means the square root of 1 over 4, which is 1 over 2. Do you see that we have a problem? My negative is missing. So the exponent of a number will not give you a negative. So there is no solution to that factor there. All right. So those are facts that we must understand when it comes to mathematics. Next one says 2 to the power x, 3x plus 1 less than 0. Okay, what do we do here quickly? All right, what do we do here quickly? We can quickly just work and say it means 2x must be less than 0, or 3x plus 1 less than 0. All right, but one thing I know is this. If you look at this solution here, the exponent of a number will never be less than 0. We just did that now. It cannot be negative. All right, so 2 to the power x has to be greater than 0 for all values of x. I hope it makes sense. All right, so if you write it like this, that would be wrong. 2 to the power x must be greater. The exponent of a number will never be negative. All right, the exponent of a number will never ever be negative. All right, 3x plus 1 less than 0. What would that be? 3x less than negative 1, right? X less than negative 1 over 3. So those are my solutions. All right, 1.2. Calculate without using the calculator. 2 to the power 100 minus 2 to the power 99. Okay, what's common here quickly? 2 to the power 99 is common. What am I going to have? I'm going to be left with 2 here. All right? Minus 1. I hope that makes sense. Bring out the lowest number there. So what do I have? 2 minus 1 would give me 1. So my answer remains as 2 to the power 99. You don't need to express this answer. All right? Because for you to do this, you will have used a calculator. And probably your calculator would even give you error there. All right? Your calculator will just give you error. 2 to the power 99. All right, it gives you an answer, but normally some of those things just gives you an error. All right, so but without the use of once you write that answer, you have exposed that you used a calculator. All right, solve simultaneously. What do we have? 2x minus y equals to 3, x squared plus 5xy plus y squared equals to what? 15. All right, equation 1 and equation 2. What do we do from equation 1? 2x minus y equals to 3. What can we quickly deduce here? Can we move my y over to that side? 2x minus 3. I'm changing places now. Equals to what? Y. Remember, this is positive. When it comes here, it becomes negative. The negative y, when it goes there, it becomes positive. So y equals to this. What this means is you go back to your equation. Anywhere you find y, you replace it with what your y value is. X, so it's x squared plus 5x. What is my y? 2x minus 3 plus 2x minus 3 squared equals to 15. Okay, let's solve swiftly. X squared plus 10x squared minus what? 15x x. I hope you see what we're doing here. All right. And if you expand this, what am I going to have? 2x times 2x will give me what? 4x squared. 2x times 3 would give me minus 6x. All right. So it's minus 6x minus 6x would give me what? Negative 12x. Negative 3 times negative 3 will give me positive 9. And I bring my negative 15 and say it's equal to 0. Always put it in standard form. All right, x squared, x squared, x squared. What do we have? 15x squared. Because it's 1, 10, and 4. Then x and x there would give me negative 27x. And then I have 9 minus 15, which is what? Minus 6 equals to 0. If you check all of this, I think we can divide this through. Let's see, can we divide by 3? Yes. All right, what do we have? 5x squared minus 9x minus 3 equals to 0. We still need to solve and factorize. All right, what do we do here? I am going to need a new page, so let me put my answer here. 5x squared minus 9x minus 3 equals to 0. And we said y equals to what? Our y was, remember we said we got our y, right? 2x minus what? 3. Okay, let's try to get a new page quickly. We need a new page. Okay. All right. We apparently lost that page, but we're here. All right. If you remember our solution, we said y equals to what? 2x minus 3. And our last solution was 5x squared minus 9x minus 5x squared minus 9x squared minus 2. All right. 5x squared minus 9x squared minus 2. Okay, are we sure of that? I remember we had 15 here, which was 15x squared minus 27x minus 6 equals to 0. We said we could divide through by 3. So if we divide through by 3, we get all of that. All right, good. Now, can we now solve this? Either you use this or this, but it's preferably to actually divide through so that we use the lowest numbers. Now, what is my product? 5 times negative 2, which is equal to negative what? 10. What is my sum? My sum is negative 9. What can I multiply together to get 10 and 1 here? All right, so 1 minus 10 would give me what? Negative 9. And 1 times negative 10 would give me what? Negative 10. Those are my factors. 5x squared, all right, minus 10x plus x minus 2 equals to 0. What's common here? 5x. What am I left with? X minus 2 plus 1, x minus 2 equals to 0. X minus 2, therefore, 5x plus 1 equals to 0. X equals to 2, or x equals to negative 1 over 5. All right. So if we have those values, what do? We substitute back. Y equals to 2x minus 3. All right. So if x equals to 2, what am I going to have? Y equals to 4 minus 3, which is equal to what? 1. Or, since y equals to 2x minus 3, y will be equal to 2, negative 1 over 5 there. All right, minus 3. What am I going to have here? I'm going to have negative 2 over 5 minus 3. And what would that give me? That will give me, if you go to your calculator, let me show you how not to use a calculator here. Negative 2 over 5. What is, if I have to have my denominator as 5? 15 over 5. All right, so 15 over 5. So I have the same denominator. I can just deal with my numerator, negative 17 over 5. And that's how you work it out without a calculator. So let's just put our x values and our y values together. All right. When x is equal to negative 1 over 5, y is equal to negative 17 over 5. When x equals to 2, y equals to 1. All right. Simultaneous equation. Question 1 done. Okay. Given the quadratic sequence 4, 4, 8, 16, quadratic. Once you hear the word quadratic, please quickly remember that you're dealing with first difference and second difference. Calculate the nth term. What do we need? First difference. Our first difference, 4 minus 4 is 0. All right, this minus this. 8 minus 4 would give me what? 4. 16 minus 8 would give me what? 8. Then second difference, 4 minus 0 would give me 4. 8 minus 4 would give me what? 4. Now you must remember all your formulas. 2a equals to that. Here 3a plus b, and then here a plus b plus c. So 2a equals to 4. Automatically a equals to what? 2. 3a plus b equals to 0. 3 times 2 plus b equals to 0. b equals to negative what? 6. A plus b plus c equals to our first term, 4. 2 minus 6 plus c equals to 4. 2 minus 6 would give me what? Negative 4 plus c equals to what? 4. So what is my c? My c equals to 8. What's my general term? Tn equals to an squared plus bn plus c. So what is my Tn? A is 2n squared minus 6n plus 8. That's my general term. And you get yourself 4 marks very, very fast there. All right. Between which two consecutive terms of the quadratic sequence will the first difference be equal to 28088? I want us to check something. What's my first difference? We're talking about the first difference, right? 048. Let's go check something. Let's check what kind of sequence that is. It's 048. Okay, is this an arithmetic or a geometric? Because we want to look for what that will be. All right? Automatically it's an arithmetic because we have a common difference there. All right? Of 4. Another common difference of what? 4. All right, we did that while we're dealing with all of the first question. So what is my A? My A is actually 0. All right? My A is, because this is an arithmetic, so my A is 0. What is my D? My D is 4. Now I am looking for Tn. What is Tn? A plus n minus 1 D. All right? Now the question is, we need to find this term here. Remember, it says between which two consecutive terms are of the quadratic. Remember, it's quadratic T1, T2, T3, T4. Under the quadratic, we have our first difference here. Another difference. Between which two numbers is this difference equal to 28,088? All right, so that's what we're looking for. We must find this term first. So Tn, my Tn now is 28088. Okay. What's my A? 0. What's my n? All right. Okay, let's get Tn first. It's easier. Let's work with Tn first. 0 plus n minus 1, and my difference is what? 4. So what is Tn? 4n minus 4. Okay, that's for my arithmetic. Now 4n minus 4 should be equal to 28088. 4n equals to, if we move that over to that side, we're going to have 28088 plus 4 would give me 92. Okay, so let's divide by 4. All right, divide all of this by 4. If you use your calculator, 4 divided by 28 will give me 7. 4 divided by 0 would give me a 0 there. 9 divided by 4 would give me what? 2. That is 8. And I have 1 remaining. With 12, I have a 3. 70, 23. That means this term here is 7,023rd, the 7,023rd term. And this time, I wanted to see something here. My first difference here is between T1 and T2. My second difference is between T2 and T3. Therefore, 7023, the 7,023rd term, will be between, it will be between the two terms there, which is what? 7,023rd, all right, 7,023rd, and 7,024th. I hope it makes sense to you. If my first difference is between 1 and 2, this one between 2 and 3, between 3 and 4. Do you see I start from here, 1 and 2? Okay, so 7023 will be between 7023rd and 7024th. All right, that's how we get. And then you can smile after doing all of that. Great. 2.28 marks is already done there. Let's go to question 3. Given the combined arithmetic and constant sequence, okay, so that's another sequence, constant sequence. All right, write down the next two terms of the sequence. I'm going to write what the sequence is for clarity. It's 6, all right, 2, 10, 2, 14, 2. What do you notice? Constant sequence. And then what do you notice here? They said it's arithmetic. Okay, common difference. 10 minus 6 would give me what? 4. 14 minus 10 would give me what? 4. That means the next one should be a difference of 4. 18 minus that to give me what? 4. But by the way, my 2 is constant. A constant what? Sequence. So write down the next two terms, 18 and 2. Write down the sum of the first 50 terms of the constant sequence. The sum of the constant sequence. Look, it's a constant sequence. A is 2. And there's no difference. The difference is 0. So they want 50. I'm just going to say 2 plus 2 in 50 places, which you can just say 50 multiplied by 2, and that will give me what? 100. 1 mark. Calculate the sum of the first 100 terms of this sequence. I love this question. Now, our sequence, our arithmetic is 6, 10, 14. That's all I need. My A is 6. My D is what? 4. What is the sum? Okay, I want us to understand something now. I'm talking about 100 sequence here. Remember, in the middle of this sequence, we have a 2. We have a 2. All right? We have a 2 like that. So if I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know what it means? It means half of my sequence will be 2 and half will be the arithmetic. So for me to get 100 terms, I'm going to have 6, 10, 14 to the tone of 50 terms. And I'm going to have my constant 2, 2, 2 to another tone of what? 50 terms, where 2 is the even, the second term. All right, and my arithmetic is the odd, number 1. I'm saying that because if the examiner changed the question and say look for the sum of the first 99, if the sum of the first 99, it means your second sequence, which is 2, you're going to have 49 of that, while your arithmetic Tn, you're going to have what? 50. So you need to understand the dynamics, and if they change it around, also change the dynamics around. All right, so how do I look for the sum of the first 50 terms here? What's my formula? Let's write the formula first. Sn equals to n over 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. I'm looking for 50, not 100 yet. So it's 50 over 2, 2, what is my a? 6, plus my n is 50 minus 1, 4, there. All right. Okay, I know you can use your calculator quickly. S50 will be equal to what here? 25. What would that be? 8. This is what? 40, 49 times 4. What would that give you? All right, that will give you what? 36 there, 3, 4 times 4, 16, and then you have that. All right, so if I were to quickly run to my calculator, just for time purpose, I'm going to have 25 in the bracket 8 plus 196, and that gives me 5,000. Oh, sorry, 2 times 6 here. This is 12. Okay, we should have used our calculator. But sometimes it's good to, in an exam, please use your calculator. But while practicing, do a whole lot of that. 5,200. 5,200. But that's not my final answer. That is just the sum of the arithmetic. Remember, there is a constant of 2. So my S100 would be 5,200 plus 100. Where is my 100 coming from? 50 multiplied by 2. And what's my answer? 5,000 what? 300. Okay. Proof that A plus AR, all right, AR squared, that's my quadratic, that's my geometric sequence. All right, what do we know? We're looking for, now if you look at this, it says proof that A plus AR squared, all right, to n terms, which is plus AR n minus 1. That is saying the sum. Okay, so what we come here and say this is equal to what? Sn equals to A plus AR squared, all right, plus ARN minus 1. This is 4 marks. What do you do? Multiply by R. What are you going to have? AR plus AR squared plus, you don't need to write the whole thing here. You're going to end with ARN. Okay, equation 1 and equation what? 2. Now you say equation 2 minus equation 1. RSN minus SN. Automatically, there's a negative on all of this. So this would cancel that, this would go there, and this one will be cancelled by the number before, the term before that. So what am I left with? ARN minus A. This A is still valid. Okay, what's common? What's common here? SN. R minus 1. What's common here? A. R to the power n minus 1. R minus 1, therefore, sorry, SN should be equal to A Rn minus 1 over R minus 1. All right, that's how you work things out quickly there. But in an exam, in case you forget, I want to teach you something quickly. Write the final answer below. Sn equals to A Rn minus 1. This is just being crazy now. Cross multiply. What are you going to have? R, or you can say Sn R minus 1 equals to, expand that bracket, ARN minus A. Expand this bracket again. All right? Expand the first one. What are you going to have? RSN, right? And I'm sure you know what your RSN is. It is A, because your SN, the first time is A, but you're multiplying with R, and then you increase the exponent until you get to ARN. Now do it for this one. It's going to be SN equals to what's your SN? A plus what? AR plus, until the last term, minus 1. Already, if you look at our solution, we are actually there now. What is this? Equation 1, equation 2. Then you come here and say equation, okay, I missed, let me do this. I missed something here for you. Let's expand this. RSN minus what? SN equals to what? ARN minus A. All right. Then you can now bring out your RSN and your SN. AR plus AR squared. This one end at ARN. SN is what? A plus AR squared. And then this one ends at ARN minus 1. Equation 1, equation 2. Now, do you see you're saying equation 2 minus equation 1, and then your proof is there, 4 marks. Without cramming, just work from the answer and work back to the top. All right, great. That is question 3 done. Question number 4. Evaluate. Now you have a sigma notation there. P equals to 1, and then you have infinity 2 over 3 P minus 1. Once you see the sigma notation, it means the sum. All right, it means the sum. Okay, what we need to do quickly normally is to get the first 3 terms. But because I see infinity, I know it's going to be a geometric, but just let's teach what is right now. What's my first term? Put P as 1 there. 1 minus 1 would give me, so my first term is 2, 3, 1 minus 1. All right, which is equal to what? 2, which is equal to 1, because it is 2 over 3 to the power 0. What's my second term? 2 over 3, 2 minus 1. And what is that? 2 over what? 3. Okay. And then my third term, 2 over 3, 3 minus 1 would give me what? 4 over 9. So here is what I have. I have 1, I have 2 over 3, and I have 1. You need to now check, is it geometric or an arithmetic? This one is the geometric, we know, but let's just check. How do we find out? Let's find R. T2 over T. That be 2 over 3 divided by 1. And what's my answer? 2 over 3. But let's confirm. T3 divided by T2, which is what? 4 over 9 divided by 2 over 3. 4 over 9 multiplied by 3 over 2. That would give me 2 there, and that would give me 3, which is 2 over 3. So we confirm it's a geometric. My A, therefore, is 1, and my R is what? 2 over 3. What is the sum to infinity? How am I saying infinity? It says 1 to infinity there. It is A over 1 minus R. What is A? 1. What is my... I have 1 there, and 2 over 3. All right. Let's try not to use a calculator. Let's just show ourselves a few mathematics here. S to infinity now is 1 divided by, what is 1? Okay, I want to show you again here. Make this a base of 3. 3 over 3 minus 2 over 3. So what do you have? 1 over 1 over 3. Is that fine? Because your denominator is there, 3. 3 minus 2, 1. Okay, so 1 divided by 1 over 3. What would that be? 1 times 3 over 1. And your answer is what? 3. All right. In a series, Sn equals to 3n squared minus n. Calculate the value of the fourth term in this series. Calculate the value of the fourth term. Okay, this is the sum of the series. All right, one thing we need to learn quickly is this. Tn is equal to Sn minus Sn minus 1. I need you to master that. Tn is equal to Sn. So I'm looking for the fourth term. You know what it means? T4 is equal to S4, some of the first 4 terms, minus some of the... Because you're saying, look, you're basically saying, let me explain what this is to you. If I have 1, 2, 3, 4, all right, what is the sum of the first 3 terms? 1 plus 2 plus 3 will give me what? 6. Now, what is the sum of the first 4 terms? It is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. Look at this already. What is that? S4 equals to sum of the first 3 terms plus the 4th term. Is that making sense? This is the 4th term. So you're saying S4 equals to S3 plus what? T4. Because it's T1, T2, T3, and then T4. So since I'm looking for T4, what can I then say? T4 equals to what? S4 minus what? S3. I hope that makes good mathematical sense to you. All right. So I already know my Sn. So my T4 is what? Remember, the Sn is my Sn, for clarity here on the side, 3n squared minus n. Okay, you need to rewind this video and just, stay on a particular section and master it. All right. So what do I have? 3. What is my n? 4 squared minus 4, that's my S4, minus 3 squared minus what? Minus n, which is what? 3. Okay, all right. So if you were to do this, 4 times 4 would give you 16. 16 times 3 would give you what? 48. 48 minus 4 would give you 40 minus, all right? No, this is 48 minus 4 would give me 44. All right, minus here 3 times 3 times 3 will give me 27. 27 minus 3 would give me what? 24. 44 minus 24 would give us what? 20. All right, and that's how we work things out there. Question 4 also done. Okay, finances. Money, 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 money. If a car valued at 255,000 depreciates. Now, once you see that thing depreciates quickly, immediately think about this. All right. A car valued at 255,000 depreciates on a reducing balance method. That's the method there. At an interest rate of 12.5% per annum. Calculate the book value. Calculate the book value of the car after 7 years. The book value. A is your book value. So A, my principal amount is 25530. 1 minus my interest is 12.5, which is 12.5% over 100, and we're given 7 years. All right, here we don't gamble with our head. We run to the calculator. 255,000. All right, we open a bracket. 1 minus what do we have? 12.5 divided by what? 100. We close the bracket and exponent 7. What do we have? We have 1,00137. Okay, 100,137. So my present value, that's what we call book value. It's the present value now, what it is worth now. Because it's depreciating, my amount is bound to be smaller. All right. A loan of 10,000, okay. A loan of 10,000 taken on the 1st of February 2016 is to be repaid in a regular fixed installment. Once you see fixed installment, you're talking about X. All right, and my X now is 450 Rand on the first day of each month. Okay, on the first day of each month. Interest is charged on the loan at 9.5% per annum, compounded monthly. The first installment is paid on the 1st of August. Okay, first installment paid on the 1st of August, 01/08/2016. By the way, the loan was taken 01/02/2016. Okay, let's look at the question. Calculate the total amount payable on the 1st of July 2016. Okay, taking a loan here. What am I dealing with? With a loan, guys, you've already taken the loan. You are owing. Once you've taken the loan, you are owing, you need to pay back. What do you, so you owing the loan, you need to pay back. Let's see, what do we need to do? The first, okay, so you take a loan, but remember, the loan will not stay as a loan like that. The loan is actually growing every month. The loan is growing, growing every month. All right. The total amount payable on the 1st of July, which is how many months after? We took the loan in Feb. So it's Feb, March, February, March, April, May, June, stopping at July. Okay. All right. But we don't count February because you took the loan on the 1st of February. The loan starts growing on the 1st of March, 2nd, 3rd. All right. So we have 1st of March, 1st of April, 1st of May. So it's a total of 5 what? 5 months. So the loan is growing. Before you start paying at all, it is growing. It is appreciating. So 5.2.1, A equals to P, 1 plus I, N. All right. So it becomes what? Because you didn't pay at all, the money is just growing. What's my interest? 9.5, all right, which is 0.095 compounded monthly. I'm getting my 0.095 because I'm saying 9.5 over 100. But because it is compounded monthly, I divide by what? 12. For how many months? How many times is it compounded? 5. All right. So that's my loan. My loan is growing. That's why I'm using that formula. My loan is appreciating. So 10,000, all right. I have a bracket 1 plus, I have that 0.095 over 12, and then we close the bracket there with a 5. What do we have? We have 10,402 rand 15 cents. You see, it's growing. It has grown. 10,402 rand 15 cents. My loan has grown. Calculate the total number of payments that will be needed to settle the loan. Hold on. To settle. So the loan has grown. What I'm now owing, I am owing this amount. If it's an amount you are owing, because you are now paying, you are going to use your PV formula. All right. So what's my PV? Because I am owing that. PV now equals to X1 minus 1 plus I. All right. Negative N. Negative because I am owing. It's almost like saying you're backdating. Okay. So I am owing 10,402,15. Remember the question says how many payments I am looking for. N. Number of payments. What is my X? We're told it's 450. 1 minus 1 plus 0.0. I hope this 0.095 makes sense to you now. Over 12 negative N. I close my big bracket and my interest is 0.095 over what? 12. All right. I want us to learn to do mathematics here quickly. Some learners have issues with this. Cross multiply this. You are going to have 10402,15 multiplied by 0.095 over 12. All right? And then we can divide by this number over 450. That should give us 1 minus 1 plus 0.095 over 12 negative N. Okay. There's a bracket here as well. My negative N is on this bracket. So let's keep my block bracket there. Okay. All right. Now, what do we need to do? I want us to learn to use our calculators very, very well. I can actually bring this one over here and it becomes what? Negative minus 1. Because I want to do that on the calculator and solve it once and for all. Okay, let's run to our calculator. What do I have first? I have what? 104 02,15, all right, 15, multiplied by what? 0.095 divided by what? 12. Everything divided by what? 450. Okay, what do we have? We have 0, what? 18166. No, 0.183. All right. 0.18. Now remember now, okay, 0.1830. 0.1830. It's a long number there. All right, 3 dots. 1 minus 1 plus 0.095 over 12 negative N. What do? I bring this one over, it becomes a negative. So I'm just going to go to my calculator and say minus 1. What do I have? negative 0,186, okay, negative 0,816,9999,213. I hope you can remember that. Please write it down. 816,999,213. Negative 0,816,999,213 equals to negative 1 plus 0,095 over 12. All right, that's what we have. Now, do you see we can divide both sides by negative 1 to automatically change this to positive. Now, what do? We introduce our logs. Here is where we introduce our logs. Okay, there are two ways to do this. What you can do is you can introduce a log that has the base of this. All right, so log 0,816,999,213. Remember, if you have a negative here, you're going to get an error. So please make sure you look at that. And the log here would be 1 plus 0,095 over 12. And that automatically should be equal to negative n. That should be equal to negative n. So let's go to our calculator and go deal with that. I'll show you one other way that you can deal with that. All right, so I'm going to just say times negative 1 here because I don't want to keep retyping all of that. Now, look at what I'm using, that log. What do I have here? 1, because I don't want to round off, guys. 1 plus 0,095. All right, okay. I need to update my calculator to the new one. 1 plus 0,095 over 12 there. That's my base. That's my base. And then I close the bracket. By the way, my answer is still there. Remember, I had multiplied my answer by negative 1 so that I had a positive. Okay. Negative 25,63. Negative 25,63. So it's negative 25,63. N, negative n is what? Negative 25, what? 631. So what number of payments? N will be equal to 26 what? Payments. All right, guys, that's how you use your formula and your calculator. N is 26 payments. Okay, so I hope that works for you. Otherwise, what you could do is to say, just going to quickly repeat that as time is pressed against us. We have we got 0,816,999,213 equals to 1 plus 0,095 over 12, and then you have negative n. What you can now do is to say negative n is equal to log 0,816,999,213 over log 1 plus 0,095 over 12, because what you have done is you have taken base 10 of both sides. You'll get the same answer like we got. All right, you can try that and work that out. You may, I don't know which one you prefer, but you may prefer one of them. All right, calculate the balance outstanding on the loan after the 25th payment has been made. Okay, wait. After the 25th payment has been made. I want to do this in two ways for you. After the 25th payment has been made, my loan is always growing. Whatever is remaining is always growing. A equals to P, 1 plus I, N. But I'm also paying, all right? I am also paying monthly, paying X monthly, which is also growing. Both of them are growing, but one is growing faster than the other. This is growing faster than this. This needs to meet up somewhere with this. So look at what I'm going to say. I am actually going to say the balance is equal to A minus my future value. What is the difference between these two? A is a one-time payment, one-time amount. When I use F, I am talking about monthly payments. So look at what my solution would therefore be. The balance, okay, I think we can get A first because of space. A equals to, I'm sure you remember the formula, P equals to I N. I'm going to do this in two ways. What is my P? Remember, I started paying when the amount was now 402,15, right? But it is still growing. And the question now says after the 25th what? Payment. So it's growing. What's my answer here quickly? Let's work this out. Let's work this out. 10402,15. All right, we have a bracket there. 1 plus, we have that 0,095 over 12. Okay, but it's growing for how many months have I made payment? 25. It keeps growing. That's why people want to settle their debt very, very fast. What's my answer here? Is 12668. 12668, comma, let's check. 896, which is what? 90. Now, I am also making an investment. Let me keep that number here. 12668, comma 90. That's my A. The loan is growing. Okay. By the way, I am also making a payment of 450, which is in the future, after 25 payment, what will my value be? FV in the future. What's my FV formula? My FV formula is what? X. We have a bracket there. 1 plus what? I. What do we have? N minus 1 over what? I. So what is my monthly payment? 450. 1 plus 0,0. Okay, let me go down a bit. FV equals to what? 450. 1 plus 0,095 over what? 12. What do I have here? It's 25th payment. Minus 1 over 0,095 over what? 12. All right, calculator quickly. What am I going to have? I have 450, okay, my first bracket, and my second bracket there. You must follow what you have written down. 1 plus 0,095, all right, 1,095 over what? 12. And then I have this to the exponent of what? 25, all right, minus 1. I need to close the bracket. Remember, number of brackets opened must be the same as number of bracket closed. 0,095 divided by 12. What's my value here? It means all the money I have paid so far is 12,386. All right. 12,000. FV is 12,386 rand 54 cents. So I am now owing this after 25, but I've paid this. What do? We subtract now. Okay, because of space, I'm just going to 1, 2. All right, I remember that value. It's 12668,90 minus 12,386 rand 54 cents. Okay, let's go use our calculator to get that. 12668,90 minus what? 12,386 rand 54 cents. What am I going to have? I am owing 282 rand 36 cents. 282 rand 36 cents. That's what I owe. All right. However, there is another way of getting that done, and I want to show you that way quickly. All right. Awesome. Got my space back. If we go back to question 5.2.2, please rewind the video and go back there. When we got our n was 25,6315128. I want to tell you the meaning of this number. Very, very key. Hence, we don't round off here. All right, we only rounded off the final answer saying 26 payments. But this number, so look, he has made a payment of 25. Let me use a green one. He is left with 0.6315128 payments to make. Not up to 1, but it's 0.6, which is still valid. So he is owing. Remember, he's supposed to make 26 payments, right? But he has only made what? Okay, we rounded off to 26. He's supposed to make 26.631. But he has paid 25. So he's owing for this. Owing. When it's owing, it's a PV what? Formula. All right. It's a PV formula. PV equals to X, 1 minus 1 plus I, negative N over what? I. Look at what I'm going to do here now. I'm still going to pay 450. 1 minus 1 plus, it's still 0.095 over 12. But what is my N? My N is 0.6315128 over 0.095 over what? 12. Let's go check what our calculator would give us. All right. So if you understand it, this is actually a lot simpler. What do we have? 450. All right. I need my bracket there. 1 minus, I need another bracket. 1 plus, then I need this 0.095 over what? 12. Okay. My exponent now, this is where my number comes in. It's negative what? 0.6315128. And then I need to close the bracket. Remember, if you don't close the bracket, you're going to get an error on your calculator. And what do I have here? Hold on. I need 0.095, 0.095 divided by 12. 282 rand 30. This is 358. So what does it give you? 282.36. Financial maths. I hope you understand. Please rewind this part very well so that you are able to deal with it. All right, we will probably we will stop our video here for now. Part 2 will start from functions and run down the whole sequence. All right, it's been a production of Krazifizix again. It's been a production of Krazifizix. Here again is our info. And you can reach us on our phone, you can reach us by website or email. And here is our mathematics book. It's called the Mathematics Spectrum. It is one book for paper 1 for 3 years. So when you get a paper 1 book, you get it for 3 years, grade 10, 11, and 12. What do you do with grade 10? Grade 10, you are building the foundation. In grade 11, you are reinforcing the foundation. And in grade 12, if you get as a grade 12, you refer back to the foundation and rebuild. So it's 10, 11, 12. So it's 2 books for, there's paper 1 and there is paper 2. All right, so that's our maths book. And by the way, since it's maths and science, we also have our science material. We have the grade 10, grade 11, and grade 12 material. That's physical sciences. All right, I hope this session has been very helpful. I enjoyed myself teaching. I hope you enjoyed yourself learning. Give us a feedback on how this particular video has been of help to you. Thank you and keep well. Good luck.